Hi, this is Callie, and I said this. We always had tea parties. We like to eat cookies and chocolate. We also love to play together. We played scramble.
My name is Katie. The thing I remember best about being with Grandma is being in our house and having amazing dessert after dinner. My favorite dessert is torte, and she always made it, and it was always super delicious. I also used to give her a big hug and tell her I love her, and she would give me a big sloppy kiss on the cheek.
This is Heather. My grandma was such a good grandma. She was loving, humble, servant-hearted, hard-working, and self-sacrificing. She loved to cuddle and always give hugs and kisses. I remember cuddling with her in bed when I was younger. And when I got too big to cuddle, I would drag my sleeping bag into her room and set up camp right next to her bed so that I could spend the night in Grandma's room. Her home was always open to everyone, even our college friends. I remember her calling our friend Luis Mauricio because to her, he just looked like a Mauricio. She taught us to work hard and do our best, but above all, she taught us and prayed constantly that we would love Jesus. In return, we taught her to text, which didn't really go over so well. Her first text she sent us was blank. The next one said A7PQ. And her final attempt at texting said ARG! 7. Well, Grandma, I'm glad you don't have to put up with technology. I'm glad you're not in pain anymore and that you finally get to be with your husband Sam and your Savior Jesus.
Pastures, I wanna dance on higher hills. I wanna drink from sweeter waters in the misty morning chill. And my soul is getting restless for the place where I belong. I can't wait to join the angels and sing. Hey.
Hi, my name is John. I'm 15. I remember always going to her house and always watching Callie get out all the toys and mess around and eating all the dinner. It was a really good dinner, and just hanging out at her house and just visiting was great. One time she got me a gift card for Christmas and it had $35 on it for something that I don't remember. I liked it because I used it a lot of times.
Hello, this is Lainey, and I have a memory of Grandma. When I would come home from school and I would walk by the kitchen table and say really loudly, "Hi, Grandma!" She would turn her head to me and she would have food in her mouth, and she would smile with food in her mouth and swallow as fast as she could to answer me and say, "Oh, hello, Lainey." I have another memory of her. She'd be in her little recliner chair and she'd be sleeping. I would have to go into her little room to get something out of the office and would try to be quiet as I could, and somehow, someway, she would always end up waking up and she'd say, "Oh, just do whatever you need to do." I have one more fond memory of my grandma. When she was cleaning our baseboards when she was sick, she'd bend down with her sore back and just do that. I would walk down the hall and say, "You don't have to do that if you don't want to." And she would say, "No, I want to. I have to get my exercise in somehow."
This is Danae, and me and my grandbones go way back. At 2, I named my favorite doll Baby Debbie after her. At 7, I realized she must not be perfect. When I dropped some jars and heard her exclaim, "What the devil?" my eyes grew wide because my conservative Baptist grandma just cursed. At 10, I saw her patience as I gave her nothing but sass and attitude, and she put up with it, but finally came to me in tears and not in anger and pleaded with me instead of yelling at me. As a teenager, I saw her thriftiness as I could never scrape a bowl or chicken bone clean enough for her. As a college student, I saw her faithfulness to the Lord as every single morning she'd sit at the table with her oatmeal, in her robe, the blue if it was summer and the green one if it was winter, and she'd read her Bible. And I grew to realize I'd never seen a morning that she hadn't done that. As an adult, I'm realizing that her legacy lives on because her kids and her grandkids are indeed following hard after Christ. I'll miss hearing, "Hi, darling," when I walk into the room, and "I'm praying for ya" over the phone, and "Your grandma's just a mess, Danae," when she did something silly. I'll miss opening the garage door to the smell of her spaghetti and thinking, "Grandma's here." I love you so much, Graham, and my heart breaks for my loss, but not for you. You're where you've wanted to be for ages, and I can't wait to meet you there and embrace you again, your head just below my chin and your arms around my waist. And I wonder if you've apologized to Jesus for saying what the devil to me when I dropped that jar, or if he's laughing with me for that being the worst thing you ever said.
I love you, Grandma, very much.
I love you, Grandma.
I love you, Grammy.
I love you, Grandma.
I love you, Graham Cracker.
I love you, Grandma, so much.